There you have it, Forge Star D5 in black and chrome on the, or black and polished on the ZR1. Beadlock, real beadlock. Looks great, and I think she is finally gonna hook. Take that away, and she is down on her own weight now. Wow. With that big carbon ceramic tucked in, you can barely got any room around it. Now she's looking like a mean race car. You see a ZR1 rolling up with those on it, you know it's making some power, and I love it. Now, I was bummed about getting rid of the carbon fibers, and I'll keep those as like a street set if I ever need, you know, if I ever need them, but those do look freaking epic. All right, well, we are going to get into some awesome ZR1 content imminently, very soon, in a second. But first, this is it. Only a few hours left. Your absolute last chance to get entered to win this brand new 750 horsepower supercharged Saleen Mustang, one of the most badass vehicles we have ever given away. Sounds freaking awesome, and there is a countdown timer on the website for you, so if you're not sure if you made it in time, just look at the timer and you'll know. It's freaking awesome. You can hear the blower whine as well. 480 miles on it, full warranty. Can be yours for a t-shirt or a key tag or detail spray or a knife, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everything on the website counts for you to win. But again, this is it, your absolute last chance to get entered to win the Saleen Mustang and the Z06. Only a few hours left. Shorts just came in, 717 crest, and then camo with the American flag there. Street Speed Gap Sauce shirt, I love that one. AK-47 ice cream, In-Shin Nintendo, TMNT, Street Speed Chick-fil-A, 7-Eleven. Detail spray, people love that. They say it works great and it smells awesome. The selection of knives, the soot cleaner, the Frenchie's Bakery line, and a whole female line we have. Come and Take It Tropical AR, 717 flag, another OD green flag, 717 G.I. Joe, shift pattern shirt, like an American flag, but it's a shift pattern there. Everything is in stock, ready to rock and roll for you, and make sure you get entered because a lot of people, most people actually, do enter on the last day. And think about it if you don't. Like, you could be the winner, but not if you don't enter. The winner very well could be you at the absolute last minute. InShadeDesigns.com, every $5 that you spend gets you 15 entries to win this car and the Z06. In a little over a week, I'll be handing one of you the keys. All right, so POV hat back on. I found it. It was actually in this car. It must have been like really far under the seat or something because they, well, I didn't actually find it. That's a lie. CR Detailing found it and put it on the seat for me when I got the car back. So it must have been somewhere in here and I lost it. I looked for this freaking hat for a very long time. Couldn't find it anywhere. Now, it's only a regular like hat with a GoPro thing glued onto it, but it works really well. It actually, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit better than like the GoPro stuff that they sell. It really gives you, like, this is pretty much exactly what I'm seeing when I drive. Like, it's a pretty close camera angle to you actually driving the car. Howdy.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
This is a feast.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I just got back from over in Insane. I'm thinking about some new merch.
Okay, some new merch. I like it.
I'd be tempted to go with you, but...
You want to?
Oh, man, I should.
You could.
I really should. You really want to?
Sure. I'm not going to kill you. I won't kill you, I promise.
Gotta admit, though, I'm a little nervous seeing a student driver tag here. You know, don't worry.
Student driver.
Oh, yeah,
fine.
Student driver. What the heck? There's no problem.
It's a slow car, number one.
Yeah, right.
It's slow.
Right.
It's nothing.
When this car only had not only 900 horsepower, it was still a beast. And every time you jumped on it, especially when the tires hooked, it felt like somebody was hitting you in the stomach.
So yeah, I took you out in the car when it had, I think it was making like 850 at the time.
850, something like
850
that.
wheel.
Yeah. And I have been dying to come and take a ride in this. With the way this is set up now, I am excited. I
think you're gonna enjoy. I might just put the camera sideways just to look at you the whole time.
Well, as long as it's not down at my pants, because I'm gonna be wetting myself, I'm sure. And I like the black. I mean, I really do. I actually like this car. The shape of this car is so awesome. It doesn't matter what color it's in. I'm all in.
That's true. I'm sure you would prefer red.
But yeah, of course, I'm waiting for the red wrap. Yeah.
Oh no, no red. Little pops.
They're louder than ever.
Pequeño.
Pops are louder than ever.
I think we should do a burble tune on your car.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah. I think you need one.
So we're headed to Mexico, and I'm glad we're headed to Mexico. My Spanish is, but
Más o menos?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Not muy bien, I'll tell you that right now.
second gear at like 40, 45.
Yeah, well,
and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that'll be a nice pull.
Yeah.
Do you still have to take off your traction control? And
I'm gonna leave it on in second, just to kind of see how much it's working, how much it's how much it's intervening.
All right.
But if I feel like it's not intervening, I'll turn it off then, because it's probably pulling a little bit of power, although not much.
There we go.
All right, Rich, you ready?
2, 1.
Power at the beginning for sure, but not too much.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you could definitely.
Unbelievable.
You could feel it was pulling a little bit, taking off there, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Get the paddles. Get the paddles.
And go. Traction off,
man,
and it felt really good.
That felt really
just
good.
a little minimal slip again at the beginning, but really, really good. Wow, I'm really impressed by that.
I can't wait to see what kind of times you turn. I'm serious. Seeing that acceleration. Wow.
What'd you think?
Oh my gosh, I'm serious. That is the fastest I have ever been anywhere, including takeoffs at the airport.
You can go to like 18 pounds. But I have them up a little bit just because like I'll be doing some high speed stuff, so I want a little bit more pressure, but they're hooking pretty, they're feeling pretty good.
They hooked really nice.
Yeah, they're feeling good.
Oh my gosh. Don't know if I could ever get used to this.
You get used to it pretty quick.
Oh my gosh, no, I don't think I could get used to it.
You do, honestly, like to me it doesn't feel crazy anymore.
Oh my gosh, oh man.
Like it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still fast. Like I do that and I'm like, that was quick, but not anything, you know, wild. Look at the Cummins dumping coal up there.
Yeah.
Yep, that felt really, really good.
That
Traction
felt,
off.
That felt awesome. That I really did. Oh my god. I
was really happy about it. I was very shocked that in second gear it hooked like that. You know, and that was traction. Like that's crazy. Traction off hooks really well.
Yeah.
So I think I'll run it with traction off. I think that's the move. That way, just in case it's pulling any power, we don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely seemed like it was handling it. You got no like fishtail or anything coming out of this. You were headed, going good. Those MTs are working really well.
They really, I gotta give them credit. Those things, they work.
Yeah.
Mickey Thompson Street SS. Now I actually wanted the Street R, which I feel like might be a little better, but the SS is doing great. That was awesome for a couple of reasons. Number one, the car did really, really well. Like I was actually shocked. I did not have high hopes. I figured a car like this would have to be on maybe even a 15 to really hook, but it did very well. Now it is extremely warm out, like beyond warm. It's about 85. I know the car said like 81, but I feel like it's, especially with the humidity here in PA, feels way hotter than that. So I know that it's the ideal scenario for getting traction, but yeah, I mean, it hooked really, really well. In second gear, traction off, mild slip on the hit, but after that, it was very solid, and the car feels great, you know, even at higher speeds. Now, I did only go about 55, 60 maybe at the most in those runs there, but the car feels really solid, really great, and looks fantastic. I gotta say, I'm kind of a believer now in the 18s. I know that part of the reason why I didn't want to go to them all along was because I felt like it wasn't really gonna work either. I was like, well, you know, it might be better than a 20, but it's not gonna be. I had just had such good luck on the R888, you know, the 20-inch R888. I had such good luck for a long time. All the races that you've seen with this car were on that tire. And I got to this power level and it just wasn't working anymore. It wasn't working well. At Slipstream, the last event, I was taking off in third gear, where really I could have been in second if I had a better tire. I was losing some initial hit. I mean, it could have been the difference between the win and getting the loss. So maybe I should have switched over to the 18 a long time ago, I guess, because the drivability feels good and it definitely hooks. I would like to actually see, I wish I could go back in time and run the 18 and see if I could have taken off in second gear, and that might have been enough of an advantage at the beginning to win some of those runs. But regardless, we have the 18 on there. Looks good. I love the look. I guess they're about equal, but I'm pretty freaking happy with how it looks. I think it looks nasty. and it definitely works. I'm a true believer it works. If you have a car, if you have a Corvette, I don't know how well it's gonna work on other cars. You never know. Like my R888 worked really well on my car, but I know like on the Hellcats and stuff, the R888 doesn't work at all. So it sometimes comes down to the car, but if you got a Corvette and you're making 1,000 wheel or more and you're looking for a good tire, you don't want to drop to a 15, which kind of, then you have to get rid of your carbon ceramics if you have those. And the 15 really then sacrifices some handling. The 18 does a little bit, but if you're looking for a good tire, I gotta say the MT Street SS is wonderful. I'm very, very impressed. And I had a set of those on my old ZR1, or on my old Z06. Maybe they improved the technology on them and the build quality, because they didn't do that well on my old car. And this car is making a lot more power than that one, and it's really hooking. So I'm impressed. I gotta say, I love it. And I think you should get them if you got a Corvette making some big power. The reason why that was really fun and awesome is because I think Rich had a great time. He came over, well, like what you saw, we didn't stage that. He came over and I figured, hey, you know, he might enjoy going for a ride. He's not retired yet, but he's like getting there. It seems to be that he's very free now in the afternoon hours. So I don't know if he's doing half days or what, but I know he's gonna retire in about 6 months. He's even talking about maybe making a channel, which I think would be, you guys would love. I think you guys like him more than me, which I totally understand. I figured he would have a good time, and I think he did. He does trust me. And yeah, I mean, that was a blast. Ton of fun. Had a great time. Bubba is over here sweating. I know it's a hot one. He is 13 years old. He is getting up there, but still around. My old boy. I've had him, now keep in mind, I'm going on 28, and I've had him since he was born when I was 14. So he's an old English bulldog, but still kicking, still loving it. Got one eyeball. There's his, no eye and no ear either. It's a fake ear. It's stitched. And if you want to learn more about him, check out the family channel. Pretty interesting story, but he just had corneal ulcers, typical bulldog problem. And you know, just removing the eye was a lot better for him. We tried everything. I mean, obviously that was the goal, was to keep his eyeball. I tried everything, but you know, years, but it was just causing him so much trouble. And then I really got around to thinking, like, a dog doesn't really care, you know, like a human being. They lose their eye and they're like, you know, this sucks. You know, I remember what it was like to have two eyes. A dog doesn't worry. A dog doesn't think about it. You know, they wake up, he's like, oh, okay, I have less vision now, but I'm totally cool. So he's loving it. And, you know, he's been through his health issues, but 13, and he really has a great quality of life still. And he hangs out with me a lot. You know, he's always out here chilling. That's a little, I know you guys don't come here for dog content, but if you hear him in the background, that's what's going on. And if you do want to hear and get to see more dog content, check out the family channel, Mike and Gina. But that's the update on Boog. It's gonna be a really short upload, but I've got some big races coming up. Look at my table. I just went out and bought like a bunch of GoPro stuff, and I even have the one of those new 360 cam things, so I'm gonna try to use that. Got some big races lined up this weekend at Pocono Raceway for Race Motive, Mod to Fame. Trying to get the other ZR1 in the area to go out as well, because he's been saying he's the fastest ZR1, not only around, but in the country. And I feel like I got something to say about that. So we will, yeah, we got some really cool racing coming up this weekend, and we'll see about that other ZR1. But yeah, I've got all my camera stuff, like I'm ready to rock and roll. So should be fun, I'm ready. So that's it, little update on the ZR1 for you. If you enjoyed, give it a big thumbs up, take care, have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Could be our next winner. Most people do enter on the last day. So think about it, like if you don't enter and you don't take that chance, you could be missing out, because the winner very well could be you at the absolute last minute. Every $5 that you spend gets you 15 entries to win this car and the Z06. In a little over a week, I'll be handing one of you the keys.